Now I got it. All right, I'm live. I can't. Let me get my computer set up. Hopefully, I have enough Wi-Fi out here. Videos. Okay. There we go. Is there anybody on here? Not yet. Don't got anybody on here. I can turn that down. You have 1, 5. Thanks, guys. It's just a little 8. Nothing huge, but it's an 8-pointer. I don't want to shoot anything under an 8-pointer, so it's a good day for outside with Shud. Bear with me, I got my computer so I can read your comments, and I got my phone obviously recording me. So I'm looking at maybe 30 minutes or so, maybe a little longer, until I'm going to take this to the processor, or for you Canadians, the processor. Outside of Michigan's in here, Joshy Williams is in here, Woolie's World's in here. Hey Woolie, how's it going, bro? Yep, 270, my reloads didn't go 20. I don't know if that's trademarked yet or not, but it is what it is. Well, you got to do it yourselves. You got to process yourselves. I have all the equipment to do it myself. I just lack the time to do it myself. So that's my problem. We used to do it ourselves all the time. When I was younger, when I lived with my parents, I mean, we got a couple deer. We just sit there at the kitchen table. My mother didn't like it very much, but we'd be slicing off some meat and all that stuff, and we get it all sliced off. We throw it in the grinder, grind it up. I got this guy at 8 o'clock in the morning, so stopped at a couple places, had a couple beers. Now I'm home. The processor doesn't open till around 5, so I'm gonna wait till my buddy's done hunting. Hopefully he may get something tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Processor doesn't open till 5, so I got like 30 minutes or so. We're just gonna let this thing rip and do some live stuff here and just hang out for a bit. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Timothy. Well, if I get it back from the processor in time, I will be eating it for Christmas. I'll be eating some of it anyway. Thanks, Dave. I say it's not my biggest, but it's definitely not my smallest, so it's a good deer. It's a good deer. Decent sized body, so you get some decent meat out of it. .325. Yeah, I don't even have that caliber. I have a 30-06, 270, and a bunch of smaller stuff that I reload for. But haven't really got into the 325 stuff. I mean, if I can find one, maybe I'll buy it and reload for that too. Outside Michigan, it was roughly 50 to 55 yards, not far at all. This is a PA buck. West Virginia, I got a small doe. I mean, small, I'm talking really small. But we ended up getting 10 deer out of 8 of us. So it's pretty good hunt down in West Virginia this year. It worked out good. So I'll be going for a doe next week. This first week in PA, at least in my wildlife management unit, I can only shoot a buck. So next Saturday, I'll be going for a doe. Yep, I actually might get them to cut the back straps out for me while I'm there, if they can. They're probably pretty busy, being today's first day of rifle. But if I can't, I mean, I can wait. I can wait a week or two till he gets it processed and all the stuff done, because I'm probably going to get some sausage, some jerky, and some summer sausage made. I'm going to keep the back straps, cut them into butterfly steaks. How much does it weigh? I don't know, probably 120. Now, meat-wise, I might get maybe 90 pounds out of it, give or take. But I said, it's not the biggest deer I ever shot. It's not the smallest. Richie's Outdoors is in the house. Thanks, Richie. Yep, back straps. Thank you. You guys want to get in a live stream?
What?
You guys want to get in a live stream on YouTube?
No, it's all right. I said to Mom, I think he's doing a podcast.
No, I'm live streaming on YouTube, so.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, Scott and Josh aren't home yet. You know, Josh is home. They didn't come out of the mountain yet. They weren't seeing anything, so.
Well, sometimes you got to sit all day.
Well, that's what little Josh is home with Scotty.
Yeah.
So. Yes.
Thanks, guys. Outside mission. Actually, he came up in front of 3 doe. See, it's kind of weird. I hunt up on top of the mountain, but there's 3 old railroad beds. So if they're coming from the very bottom, they got to get up past basically 3 rows of guys to get up to me. So the chances of them getting up there and still being alive are, I don't know, they have a 75% chance. Because those guys hunting on the railroad, they have that one window down, either down the railroad or if they're sitting at the run to actually shoot the deer. But if they come up between 2 guys, if their guys are 60, 70 yards apart, you know what I mean, these guys are going to have to be shooting at each other to get it. So I used to hunt the railroad and I hated it. I hated it. So I moved up on top, mostly because I don't really want to drag a deer uphill. So I'll drag a deer downhill all day long, all day long. Dressed like this, I think it's Campbell. Dressed, I'm thinking it might be 140-ish, give or take a few pounds. Yeah, I might actually pull out my dad's old racks from back when it was brown, it was down days. But yeah, they changed it up, and we're getting some really nice bucks out of the deal. Here in my area, it's 3 on one side. So these brow points aren't that big, but they're over 1 inch. So I'm going to call it an 8, but there's 3 on one side at least. So we'll let her rip with that. Yeah, the reloads worked really well there, Paul. Paul, I actually got your package yesterday, and once I get some time, I'll be opening it and seeing what we got. See if I missed anything here. Jeremy Moore, what's up, brother? We got 17 watching. That ain't too terrible. Hi, Trevor. Thanks for stopping in, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, back. Crap. Had to be 12, 13 years ago. They changed to basically it's brown is down to you need to have 3 on one side. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, but I think it had to be 12, 13 years ago. But with the Game Commission doing that, it actually gave the bucks a chance. Now down in West Virginia where I'm at, there's a lot of spikies, and there's a lot of spikies that get killed. Yeah, one shot, 55 yards, and it came, like I said, I hunt on top of the mountain, so it ran right along the edge of the mountain, and then it died 20 yards behind my stand. So Joshua, where we go, it's Tucker County, West Virginia, Davis, if you look it up. We hunt the Canaan Valley Wildlife Refuge. We actually get a cabin at a ski resort, which basically borders that wildlife refuge. And then we park right on the edge there, and I had basically a 1.5 mile walk to where I wanted to hunt. The rest of the guys from the cabin might have had 800 yards. So they walked basically from the cabin out to where they wanted to hunt, sat down, shot stuff, and drug it right back to the cabin. 96, Kevin? Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. I mean, I think right when it started, it kind of sucked, but the outcome from that has been awesome. There's better quality bucks, they're bigger bucks, bigger bodies, let alone antler size, but you're getting more for your money. Basically, you're buying a tag and you're getting more. Thanks, Outside Michigan. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, Vernon. Like I said, it's a decent 8. I don't know how good you guys can see it. Let me see here. Yeah, it's not terrible. Like I said, it's not the smallest, it's not the biggest. So, it is what it is. It's definitely meat in the freezer. Looking at the forecast for the extended forecast for this coming month, it's supposed to be in the 40s. So after this week and next week, rifle season will be over, but then after Christmas, late season starts. So That's where archery and traditional muzzleloader comes in. We can't use an inline in this late season. So, hey Jay, I used to butcher myself, but when it comes down to time, I don't have the time right now. So I'm going to take this to a butcher probably once this live stream is done. And yeah, have them do all the work. I have all the equipment to do it. I just need to find the time. Thanks, Tim and Old Sauls. Welcome to my live stream. I think this is on my 3rd live stream. So thanks, Tim and Old Sauls, for coming into the live stream. I appreciate it, brother. There's 24 in here right now. Look at that. No, I would listen. If I was shifty and I had that many deer in my backyard, there'd be a crossbow or something back there with the splitter. The trigger finger's gonna get itchy sooner or later. Yeah, Shifty could probably definitely lasso some of those and tie them fast. You know, lasso them up, take them to the farm, tie them fast, and shoot them. You know, they're not at the house then, right? All right, guys, I got about 9 minutes. I'm gonna take this thing down, load it up in the truck, and get it out to the butcher. So, you guys got any questions? Yes, Stan, I did. I mean, I guess I didn't really go through the whole story. So, I just got done texting one of my buddies to see if he's seen anything. He didn't see anything. I was like, me neither. And next thing you know, I heard something down below me. The mountain goes down, and then there's a little bench. But early when I got up to the stand, I thought I heard something down below me. I don't know if they were bedded down there, down on that bench, but I heard some moving around. So I got the gun ready. It was just breaking where I could actually see 60 yards or so. So I got the gun ready. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing came, so I hung the gun back up. Then probably 20 minutes later, there was 2 shots over on the other side of the mountain, not too far from me. So I was like, all right, maybe you missed and they're gonna come my way. Well, nothing came my way. There wasn't much shooting today for being the first day. Now this year's the first time it was the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Normally it's Monday after Thanksgiving. So, I don't know, 7:30 came around. That's when I texted my buddy to see if he was seeing anything. He said no, and I said no. And then I was about to go out to my dad and see, well, I texted my dad to see how he was doing, but his phone was dead, so he had it off. So I decided to wait a little bit. I heard some stuff off to my right, and I heard one snort. I was like, well, the wind's blowing to my right, and they can't see me. So I'm not sure what they were snorting at. And then 20 minutes later, I mean, I heard them running around down there. I don't know if the buck was chasing the doe or what was going on, but for some reason, the buck came out before the doe did. It was kind of weird. I never really seen that before. So I pulled it up, got it in the scope. I'm looking at it. I'm just looking, like, that's kind of small. It's like, I know there's 3 on one side, and it got a little closer. Like, well, there's some brow tines there. It's definitely an 8. Because like I said, I won't shoot anything under an 8. Thanks, Not Sure. Thanks, Thomas. So, next thing you know, it's basically looking straight at me. I don't know if it's seen me or didn't, but it was looking at me for maybe 45 seconds. Just staring me down. And then it turned broadside. And that's when I decided, you know what? It's an 8-pointer, I'm taking it. So I shot it. It basically ran straight along the mountain and ended up dying 20 yards behind me. So it was a good deal. £40. No, I'm thinking I might get 80 to 90 pounds of meat out of this. So we'll see. I'll let you know once it comes back from the butcher. Yeah, back 40s deer, that itchy trigger finger, it just, I don't know, I couldn't do it. It's probably a good thing I live in town, I guess. Thanks, Stan. Well, this one I shot, I double lunged it. Like I said, it might have ran 60 yards, but it ended up 20 yards from the stand, so it wasn't a terrible drag. Like I said, I hunt on top of the mountain, so my drag is downhill, unless it goes over to the other side of the mountain. But most of my drags have been downhill, and I park probably no more than 200 yards from where I hunt. So yeah, Tom, it's definitely gonna make some good jerky, brother, for sure. Thanks, Dave. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bud. Well, I'm going to give you a good look at this thing, and then I'm going to shut her down. Oh yeah, Kit Kats and beer. That's what I'm talking about. Let me give you a good look at this thing. Let me flip you around here if I can. I don't know if I can. Yep. There you go. It's just out past its ears. Like I said, it's not the biggest, but it's definitely not the smallest. So I shot him a little high. Shot him a little high up in here from the other side, but it came out kind of low because I was up in the stand, so it actually worked out pretty good. Let me flip you back around here. See what you guys are saying? Bill, I kind of wish I didn't live in town, but I'd probably get myself in trouble. Oh, I don't know if I can find a picture, but my dad has probably the biggest 4-point I've ever seen in my life. It's freaking huge. Huge. All right, guys. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate it. So until the next one, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Tell a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Woo! Hit the camera.